Morning, welcome back to the channel, welcome back to Love 500 and welcome back to a how-to video. This how-to video has been a long time coming. I'm always getting asked how to change a door handle, not a door handle, but a door handle hinge. As you can see, this door handle's still on. It doesn't need a door handle, but as you can see there, that's all loose because the hinge is broken. Very common fault. I haven't done one of these for a long time, so I'm going to do it for you today on a how-to video. So stay tuned and see what I think is the easy way of doing it. Okay, so there's a few things you need to do this. First of all, what you need to do is take the door card off. So you need a Torx, I think it's a T30 Torx, to get the bolts undone on the door card. You need a screwdriver to prise off the covers on those things, on the door card, which I haven't got. You need a Phillips screwdriver to be able to undo the screw on here. You need a knife to cut the vapor barrier. If you want to heat it up and try and peel it back, you can. I've never had much success with that, it just melts it. So what I do is I cut it, use gaffer tape to tape it out of the way, and then when we put it back, we fold it back and use gaffer tape to seal it up. That is by far the best way to do it. And then of course, we need a new hinge. There's your new hinge. Let me show you up close. There you go, that's the new hinge. Right, let's get on with it. Let's show you the quick way of how to do it. Oh, try and open it carefully without breaking the door handle. Okay, so the first thing we need to do is get the door card off. So I'm not going to show you this in real time. There are videos on my channel of how to get a door card off, and I'll put the link to that above. If you want to pause this video, click on the link above, it's there now. Come back hopefully once you've seen how to do that. I'm going to do it on time lapse just so you can see me do it, and then as soon as we've got that off on time lapse, we'll come back and we'll get on with it. Alright, as you can see, the door card is off. We've cut around that with a knife, stuck it back with a bit of tape just to get it out of the way. And what we need to do is we need to undo that nut just there. That's a 10mm nut. Forgot to say you need a socket, 10mm socket, or a spanner on that as well. So we'll get that off. And yeah, and then we'll just do it. Let's get on with it. So in there, you can see the other side of the hinge. If you see there, you can just see the Phillips screw there. So that Phillips screw is holding the other piece of the hinge onto the door handle. Now this is where people often take the door handle off, not realising that you can just get a screwdriver through that hole and unscrew it. It's a bit more tricky when you're putting the new one on, but to get that off is easy. You just unscrew it there and it will just fall off. So let's do that now. Okay, so what you do is you line it up under here, get your screwdriver in there, unscrew that screw. Sometimes you need to just push it out a little bit. Could do with a bigger screwdriver on this one. I think it's slipping a bit on the screw. It also appears to be a little bit, it appeared to be a little bit skew-whiff in there. And that's now out, if you can see that. And the other piece of the hinge just drops off, just like that. So what I do is I then give this all a clean under here, as best you can. Dry it off a bit. I'm going to wipe it with some paper towel as well, because what I'm going to do is I'm going to stick some masking tape on this bit here to stop any scratches for when you manage to fold in the hinge. So we're going to put some tape over it, just a little bit, you don't need much, just a couple of layers just to stop any scratches on the paintwork. Just a bit there, couple of layers like so, not too close otherwise the handle will be covering it. Right, I just want to show you on an old handle. This is a driver's side handle, but it doesn't matter, it's exactly the same. So this is the hinge fitted to the handle, which you could do if you took the handle off, but there's no, as I say, there's no need. So what you have to do is you have to get this new hinge fitted in, so you've got that little piece there that fits in a hole, which is just there, and then you've got the screw. Now to do that, if you put it on like that, which is easy to just slip it in, you can't get to the hole. So what you need to do is if you put it in open like that, so the handle will be sticking out a little bit, you can then get to the other side, do that screw up, and then once the screw's done up, you have to pull the handle out a little bit, which is where that leverage comes in, which is why we've undone this, and fold it flat. Push it through and then do the screw up. So we're going to do that, and I'm going to do it live, you know, because it doesn't always go really smoothly to plan, but we're going to try and see if we can do it. Right, okay, so what we've got to do is we've got to get this in position on the door, like so. Get it in the right place. Right, so that hinge should be in roughly the right place. So then we do the screw up, if we can. Nope. As I said, it doesn't always go in first time. Where's the screw gone? Oh, screw's got stuck now. Right, the bracket wasn't quite lined up properly, so I've lined it back up, and the screw is started. I need to do that up tight. I think that's on. Yeah. And then this is the magic bit. This is the bit which you do so you don't have to take the door handle off. So that's why you put that tape there, just to protect it. So the screw's done up, it's in position, you flick that round and that goes in. Just like that. And that is nice and clearly in position, in the right place. And then all we need to do is do up the nut again. So then we go back down here. We get the nut back on. Doing it with two hands this time, so it's easier. Now you don't want to do this nut up too tight. Before you do it up any tighter, what I suggest you do is do this one up next. And again, don't do this one up too tight, because sometimes doing it up too tight will stop the door handle from releasing, and you need to test it before you put it all back together. So we do that up, as I say, not too tight. And then we'll do that up. You may have to loosen it off depending on how tight you do it. That's it, that's fine, absolutely fine. I might do it up a little bit more. There we go. That's perfect. That's it. Done. And now what we're going to do is we'll close the door, and we'll try making sure it all locks and what have you. Let's try. So before we put it all back together again, I've done the nut up. Obviously you've seen me do all that. Shut it. We'll make sure it locks, which it does. Unlock it. That's it. Absolutely fine. That's solid as a rock. There you go. That's how to do it. So that, my friends, is how to change a door handle hinge without taking the handle off. So I hope that proved useful for you. Thanks for watching. Any comments, I welcome them. Don't forget, if you are a casual viewer, hit that subscribe button up there. It's actually down there, but hit the subscribe button. Give us a thumbs up. Have a look if you want to see other things how to do on a Fiat 500. There's loads of videos in the how-to section. Until the next time, take care, stay safe, and we'll see you soon.